Voice of the Cage. We have reached the main event of the evening.
This is Voice of the Cage Radio with Patrick Stanger. Fighters, trainers, promoters, events, rumors. If it has to do with MMA, we're talking about it.
It's your boy Sugar Shot. You listen to Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
This is Carlos Condit, and you're listening to Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
On the phone is featherweight contender Kenny Florian. How you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Hey, where are you right now? Are you in Houston?
I am. I'm in Houston now.
How long have you been there?
I got here yesterday afternoon.
Okay, good. You know, that's my hometown, and I'll be coming in for the fight. I'll be enjoying the expo. You guys got the expo going on there.
Awesome.
I'll be sitting in the press section, enjoying the fight. UFC taking care of us. Let me ask you, first of all, I need to apologize to you, and you probably have no idea why. But, and hopefully you don't remember this, but UFC 116, you remember that fight, right?
Yes.
Shane Carwin, Brock Lesnar?
Yes.
So I'm on the elevator, the MGM Grand.
Okay.
I'm on there with my friends, right? You get on the elevator, and I'm the only one of my friends that spots you. You're on there with with a nice looking lady, and one of my friends lets one go. And I'm on the elevator, and I'm like, "Oh, there's Kenny Florian. Oh, why is he making that face?" I'm like, "There goes my photo op," and I was thinking, maybe I'll get up.
Hilarious, man.
Yeah, it was quite a nightmare.
Funny.
I was hoping to grab a picture with you, but it kind of ruined that whole moment. Just
I would have taken a picture with you.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Well, so you're fighting at featherweight now. You were fighting at lightweight, and you decided to make this move. How do you feel at this current weight, and what weight do you currently walk around at? Is it 170 or?
Yeah, I walk in anywhere from 168 to 170. Now what made the last weight cut just brutal is I got a little past 180 for the last fight. So coming down from 181, 182 down to 146, 145 was pretty brutal. I was coming back, and the reason for that was I was coming off an injury. I was coming off of a MCL tear, and had my knee propped up for about 2 months. And because I couldn't train, I was pretty much just feeding my face the whole time. So, that's really what made it tough. And for this fight, it's a lot smoother transition, and I'm a lot further along than I was in my last fight, and feeling great. I tell you what, I had a tremendous amount of energy last night when I worked out, and it's just a completely different animal,
Man, you look great in your last fight. Let me just say, I mean, I didn't know what the outcome of that fight was going to be, but you went in there and said, hey, you sent a message. I'm here. I'm in the featherweight division, and you're going to have to contend with me.
That was definitely part of the goal. I knew Diego Nunez. He's one of the top featherweights in the world, and I really wanted to go out there and have a real mixed martial arts fight, and that's what we did. We were all over that octagon, and it was a grind. And it maybe wasn't one of my prettiest performances. I made some mistakes out there, but it's one of my favorite fights just because it was kind of one of those. It was a grind, man. It was a tough fight. It was a hard earned victory, and that's exactly what I wanted.
Now you're fighting Jose Aldo at UFC 136 Saturday night, and he is obviously an excellent fighter.
Yep.
Tough guy.
Yep.
I'm curious. This guy's got, great stand-up, great ground. Yep. Where do you want to take this fight, Kenny?
You know what? It's one of these fights where you really kind of have to test the waters. It's one of those fights that you have to kind of go by feel. Aldo, and anytime you're at the elite level, it's not one of these things where you're going, well, he's got good wrestling, but he's terrible on the ground, or he's, good on the ground, but he has no striking. These guys are so well-rounded now, and of course that's the case with the champ Aldo. There's little to no weaknesses there, but you have to probe, and you kind of have to find out and figure out as you go, and just press the pace on him and see exactly where these mistakes lie, and as soon as you see them, really jump on them.
Well, he looked gassed in his last fight, so it'll be interesting to see if he's made any improvements in that area. Or not. Now you're obviously you're a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you started off as more of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, but you've also acquired some pretty outstanding striking skills.
It's something I've been working on. Again, I started out in this sport, I kind of just wanted to do mixed martial arts to test my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu more than anything else. And, it was in getting on The Ultimate Fighter that I really saw the beauty and the interest, really came into my head that I wanted to learn the other martial arts. And, I've just been trying to work hard on all those aspects, and as of late, really been working real hard on my wrestling. So, love the sport, love learning every day. That's what brings me. That's what brings me to train so hard.
Well, good. Who do you train under again for the BJJ?
Actually, my brother Keith is a black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I train with him, and I also go to Renzo Gracie's quite often in New York City.
I was glad to get this interview with you. I mean, you obviously do a lot of commentating and media and whatnot, and I guess, after the world of fighting, I suppose you'd like to go into, broadcast media and commentating, right?
Yeah, for sure. I love the sport, and any chance I get to do whatever, whether it's coaching or commentary and all those things, I truly love it. And, I hope it's going to be part of my life forever,
Well, you do a great job at it, and I'm looking forward to the fight Saturday night, UFC 136. I got you as my pick, so, don't let me down, Kenny.
No pressure. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for having me.
Well, sure thing. I'll see you soon.
Take care.
You too.
Hey, this is Chuck Liddell. You're listening to the Voice of the Cage, Patrick Stanger.
Hi, here's Vanderlei Silva, and you listen Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
Thanks for listening to Voice of the Cage Radio. Email questions, inquiries, and other business to info@voiceofthecage.com. Facebook search Voice of the Cage and like to get the latest Voice of the Cage radio show. To book Patrick Stanger at your next fight promotion, visit voiceofthecage.com.